What's up? We are back for another review, and for today we're going to be checking a really exciting IEM. This is the EarAcoustics Audio Silver Angel, and this is the more expensive EarAcoustics Audio, around $90 to $100. And yeah, from what you see from the title of this video, I'm kind of liking this IEM. Actually, I really like it for the price that you're paying for, and we're going to talk about why in this video. But before that, I would like to announce that membership is now available here in zpolt. So if you'd like to help me continue make more content here in YouTube, audio stuff, lifestyle, tech stuff, if you enjoy the content here, consider joining our community. But looking at the specifications first, so this is a 2-driver system, so 10mm DLC plus a 6mm dynamic driver also, so 2 dynamic drivers here, 10 to 30 kHz in the frequency range, and also the build quality as well, really good here. So all metal in build quality, and the shape is the shape that I do like personally. It's kind of like a custom IEM shape. So isolation is really good, and the fitting to the ear really good also. So it's like a custom, IEM fitting to the ear. It's a little bit maybe medium to big type of size, but still fits in the ear really nicely for me, and you're still getting that maybe shine of like the crystal shine at the side. So looks premium actually. And the cable as well, really good also. So definitely plays well with that price point. So really have that braid and also the straight at the top. So I'm seeing it, this kind of configuration with EarAcoustics, and I definitely do like the quality that I'm getting there. And also you're getting a really nice case. So thick case with the thick zipper also. So hard case, soft hard case also. So it's really nice for the price point. And of course, looking at the sound here, so you're seeing the tuning here right now. So it's again a very TFZ type of sound. Actually, looking at one of the ALIEXPRESS pages, it says TFZ there. So I'm not 100% sure if TFZ is the one making this, but definitely you're getting the TFZ Live 3 type of sound here. So you're getting that double horns on top, and you're getting that similar shape bass compared to the Live 3, but compared to the Stack K, it is a bit brighter in the tuning. So definitely more clarity for this. So a bit more open type of sound here for me compared to what you're getting with the Stack K. But let's listen to some tunes. I'm gonna listen to some I Shot the Sheriff by Eric Clapton. And from the get-go, you're getting a lot of TFZ Live 3 character for me here, but a bit more clean in the presentation and more detailed, and maybe even more revealing, more open type of sound, because you're getting a lot of that 12K, a lot of that 6K extension there, a lot of shine for me on top. So a bit more clarity for me compared to the other TFZs that we listened to before. And compared to the TFZs, the bass here is a lot more controlled. So you're not getting that big thumping bass here. This is one of the faster dynamic driver basses that I've listened to. So definitely compared to even the Moondrop Katos, has some similarities, but this is still more fun. So looking at the tuning here, this is like a bright V presentation. You have your recessed mids, but a bit more extended top end and a bit lower bass here. So bright V in the presentation, still fun to listen to, but I would say this is a more toned down fun. So this is not your overly aggressive V shape. Let us try some Chunky by Bruno Mars. Yeah, going to the bass here, so it's actually quite well controlled for me. Maybe a touch of mid bass bleed, but still pretty fast bass for me. But you're still getting a bit of boom for me. So this is not the most boring bass. So definitely the bass is enough for me. That's still a little bit of fun for me. So this is not gonna be your cold clinical type of bass. Just there ample bass for me to throw around. Still, the bass is a bit more fun in the presentation for me. Still in the fun side. It's not your maybe mixing, mastering type of bass. This is something that you would want for some casual listening. Maybe even compared to the Moondrops of the world, this still has maybe has a lot of similarities for me in the presentation. Maybe a Moondrop style of bass. If not, maybe this still a bit more has a bit more boom for me, but still pretty quick bass for me, and a really deep slam for me also. But definitely that mid-bass hump, gives this a bit more oomph. So this not gonna be your, again, most toned down bass. But even for here, for Chunky by Bruno Mars, this is a bit of a bassy track. This able to control it really well for me. Real enjoyable bass for me here. Let us try some vocal track, maybe some Let's Groove by Earth, Wind and Fire. Yeah, going to some vocals. So definitely there's a more recessed vocal in the mix, but it is a bright vocal presentation. A lot of clarity, a lot of micro detail, and it punches through the mix nicely with enough body, enough weight as well, and with enough. I wouldn't say it's not the most luscious vocal that I've listened to, but it has enough lushness for me. It doesn't feel thin. I would say it's spot on in the vocal presentation for me. But it's just that the vocals are resets for me in the mix. Maybe a little, maybe nearing shoutiness for me, but not shouty for me to listen to. Still quite controlled vocal. And a lot of micro detail as well for the vocals. The raspiness of the vocals shines through the mix. Even for a V-shape, this is one of the better done vocals for a V-shape that I've seen. Let us try some It's My Life by Bon Jovi. Here in It's My Life by Bon Jovi, raspiness of the vocals shines through for me. Enough lushness for me, enough body. But yeah, this is still not the most luscious. I would still give that to the Moondrops. This still has that, more cleaner nature to the sound for Dynamic Driver. But definitely for the positioning, it's still, just the downside here. I'm looking for some hard times with Paramore for some female vocals. And even for here, for female vocals, I'm still liking the presentation here. But if not, the still brighter vocal presentation for me. But definitely a V-shape, type of vocal. But definitely for a V-shape vocal, one of my favorites, I'd say, for the price point. Let's go to some top end. Let's go to Trite Night by Andy McKee. Yeah, guitar tracks, really good here. You're getting that 12K shimmer, 5K shimmer as well, 5K extension. So a lot of shine for me on top. It resolves the micro detail of the acoustic guitars really, really well. Very enjoyable for these types of tracks. And I would say no hotness for me as well inside, so they're able to control it. Lots of micro detail. Yeah, maybe even compared to the Katos, in some days I might like the the tuning of this, because this has a lot of Kato qualities, but that is a bit more fun. So if I like more fun in my day, this is something that I can bring. Very lively, very musical to listen to. So this is a bit more musical, a bit more lively, a bit more fun Kato. Getting a lot of Kato qualities, but in a bit more a bit more fun package. Let us try some Jumping In by Joe Satriani. And even here for electric guitars, lots of micro detail for me for Dynamic Driver. And the extended top end resolves the electric guitars really nicely for me. Let us try some September by Earth, Wind and Fire. So soundstage for me, quite big for me. And the separation for Dynamic Driver, one of the better ones that I've seen, really good. You're getting that cleaner nature to the sound. And the detail as well, pretty good, especially for Dynamic Driver. So the DLC drivers, I'm usually impressed with the micro detail, especially for Dynamic Drivers. Right, so that's my listen with the Silver Angel. I really like this actually. So definitely would be a top recommendation here in this channel. So this has a lot of Kato qualities to the sound. Even the tonality have some similarities to the Kato, which the Kato is my channel favorite before, so or maybe around 2023, and it has a lot of similarities to that, but in a more fun package. So for the times that I would like more fun in my life, and I want like Kato qualities to the sound, and this is something that I could consider. So well controlled bass at the bottom, but still you're getting a bit of boom, a bit of fun. Yeah, this is a bright V presentation, so you're still getting that oomph in the bass, maybe a bit more so compared to some other Moondrops. You're getting that bright top end, lot of air, lot of clarity, lot of shimmer on top. So for guitar tracks, this will shine a bit more. It's a bit more fun presentation, and then you're getting that separation of the DLC and also the mix of the other driver. So a bit more clean in the presentation compared to some other Dynamic Drivers, a bit more fast presentation. Micro detail is also there, so very impressive overall in the whole spectrum here. So definitely one of my favorites, I'd say, for a V-shape, especially for the $100 price point. So yeah, for this, definitely a recommended pair for me in the channel. And quite versatile, I'd say, especially for a dynamic driver presentation, because you can also use this for some monitoring situation, because it has enough micro detail to throw around, has that fun nature to the sound, has enough bass for me. So for listening to some hip-hop tracks, acoustic tracks, guitar tracks, vocal tracks even, so this could still survive. So a lot of tracks that you can listen to. But yeah, one downside is this is still a V-shaped IEM, so the vocals is still not the most luscious vocal. So if you want vocal in your day, still go for your moondrop stuff, arias, catos. But for otherwise though, I'm looking for some guitars, instruments, like that. So this is gonna be one of your top picks. So maybe a top 5 contender actually for me, especially for a V-shaped IEM for this price point. Maybe for V, even one of the top 5s already, I would say, for a V-shaped IEM in this price point. But yeah, for 5,000 pesos, really nice here for me. I really enjoyed my listen here with the Silver Angel. So that's my look at the EarAcoustic Silver Angel. So are they really a TFZ made IEM? So I would love to check that one out, because they do have a lot of maybe TFZ qualities for the tuning, for how it sounds like, but they're using different drivers, which is quite cool. So the things that I remember from TFZ in this price point is the TFZ number 3. So yeah, that one really basic pair, but a similar tuning compared to this, but the different drivers that they use there, from what I remember. So yeah, really enjoyed this. So yeah, for EarAcoustics, I would love to hear more of their stuff for sure. I'm really enjoying so far, the build quality, the sound quality that I'm getting from you, the value proposition I'm getting for this brand. And yeah, I like my V-shape from time to time. So in the early days of my channel, I like the V-shapes, especially the hybrid V-shape. So I like that, because I play guitar, I play instruments, I listen to a lot of guitar tracks, and I'm liking that shine from time to time. Of course, I like still my neutral stuff, especially when I'm doing some mixing for my music. But for my usual days, for casual listening, the V-shapes also is really fun for me to listen to. So yeah, what have you listened to from EarAcoustics before? Have you owned one? What do you like from them, not like from them? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you like me to check out more EarAcoustic stuff? And is there new brands that I should check out in the Chi-Fi world, in the IEM world? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next zpolt video. Bye bye.